What if one drink could stop belly fat forever? No gym membership, no crash diet, just one ingredient. This is not a gimmick or some late-night infomercial. The science behind this morning habit will genuinely shock you. Stay with me because this changes everything about your mornings. Millions of people wake up and stare at the mirror. They see the same stubborn belly fat staring right back. They're exercising, eating less, and still nothing seems to work. The frustration builds every single week, and motivation starts fading fast. But here's the truth that almost nobody is telling you. Belly fat is not simply about how many calories you eat. It's about inflammation, cortisol, and a metabolism stuck in neutral. It's about insulin resistance quietly sabotaging every effort you make. And the fix does not start at the gym at all. It starts the very moment your eyes open in the morning. Before breakfast, before coffee, before your phone, this window matters most. Your body in this window is either storing fat or burning it. Most people are unknowingly choosing fat storage every single morning, unknowingly. That ends today once you understand what is actually happening inside you. Let us talk about belly fat and why it is so stubborn. Not all fat in your body works the same exact way. The fat deep inside your belly is called visceral fat specifically. Visceral fat wraps itself tightly around your internal organs, like liver. It doesn't just sit there quietly, minding its own business. It actively releases inflammatory chemicals directly into your bloodstream every day. This is why belly fat connects directly to heart disease risk. It's also directly tied to type 2 diabetes development, sadly. Hormonal imbalances, low energy, and brain fog are also linked here. And visceral fat is one of the last places fat burns, but it's one of the very first places fat stores. This is the cruel biology that makes belly fat so persistent. So what are the real root causes driving belly fat storage? There are three main culprits, and you need to know them. The first culprit is high cortisol, your body's primary stress hormone. When cortisol stays elevated, your body gets a very specific signal. That signal says, store fat immediately and store it in the belly. Chronic stress, poor sleep, and anxiety all spike your cortisol dangerously high. This is why stressed people often gain weight specifically around the midsection. The second culprit driving belly fat accumulation is insulin resistance quietly building. When your cells stop responding properly to insulin, a problem emerges fast. Excess glucose floating in your blood has absolutely nowhere productive to go, so your body makes a simple and devastating decision on your behalf. It converts all that excess blood sugar directly and efficiently into fat. The third and often most overlooked culprit is chronic low-grade inflammation. Inflammation quietly slows your entire metabolism down to an almost crawl daily. It blocks the very hormones that are supposed to be burning fat. Until you address these three root causes, results will always stay temporary. No diet plan and no workout routine can fully override these three. This is the foundational truth most health content completely ignores or glosses. Now let's talk about morning and why it is so powerful. When you first wake up, your body is in a fasted state. Cortisol is naturally at its highest peak during this early morning window. Your metabolism is just beginning to switch on and come alive. Your digestive system is rested and primed and ready to be activated. This window right after waking is extraordinarily powerful and critically important daily. What you do in this window programs your hormones for the day. You are either setting yourself up for fat burning or fat storing. Most people reach for coffee or their phone in this window, unknowingly. Both of those choices actually spike cortisol even higher than it already is. That is the worst possible thing you can do right after waking. Instead, what if you gave your body exactly what it biologically needs? What if you spent just 5 minutes reprogramming your entire metabolic environment? That is exactly what this morning drink is scientifically designed to accomplish beautifully. And before you assume this involves expensive supplements or exotic, hard-to-find ingredients, stop right there, because everything in this recipe is already in your kitchen.
This is the drink, and it is beautifully simple and remarkably affordable always. You take 1 full glass of warm water as your base ingredient. Not cold water, not room temperature water. Specifically warm water matters here significantly. Into that warm water, you squeeze the fresh juice of half a lemon. Then you add exactly half a teaspoon of raw apple cider vinegar carefully. Next comes a small but mighty pinch of ground cinnamon into the glass, and optionally, a tiny pinch of cayenne pepper if you enjoy heat. That is the entire recipe, and it costs almost nothing to make daily. Stir it gently and drink it slowly on a completely empty stomach. Now, let us break down exactly what each ingredient does inside your body. Understanding the science makes you want to do this every single morning consistently. Let us start with the warm water, which is the foundation of everything. Drinking warm water first thing activates and jumpstarts your entire digestive system immediately. It flushes out the toxins that accumulated in your system overnight while sleeping. Warm water also gently raises your core body temperature in a beneficial way. That temperature rise sends a direct signal to your metabolism to wake up. Cold water actually triggers a mild internal stress response inside your body immediately. Your body has to spend energy warming the cold water up internally first. Warm water works in harmony with your body rather than working against it. This is a small but genuinely meaningful distinction that most people completely overlook. Now let us talk about fresh lemon juice and what it actually does. Lemon juice is packed with vitamin C and powerful antioxidants your body craves. But its real fat-burning power comes from 2 very specific compounds inside. The first is citric acid, which helps create an alkaline environment after digestion. The second is a remarkable compound called naringenin, found naturally in citrus fruits. Studies show naringenin acts almost like a natural fat-burning switch in the body. It's been found to reduce fat accumulation specifically in liver cells measurably. It also improves insulin sensitivity at the exact same time, which is remarkable. Lemon also alkalizes your internal environment once your body has fully metabolized it. This reduced internal acidity directly combats the chronic inflammation driving your belly fat. This is why lemon is not just a flavoring agent in this drink. It is a targeted biological intervention working on multiple fat-causing mechanisms simultaneously. Next up is apple cider vinegar, and this one has serious research backing it. This is one of the most well-studied ingredients for belly fat specifically. The active compound responsible for its power is something called acetic acid inside. Acetic acid does several remarkable things simultaneously inside your body every morning you drink it. It suppresses the enzymes your body uses to store body fat actively and efficiently. It dramatically improves insulin sensitivity so your cells absorb glucose the right way. It reduces blood sugar spikes that would normally occur after your very first meal. And it sends specific satiety signals to your brain, reducing appetite throughout the entire day. A study published in Bioscience, Biotechnology, and Biochemistry confirmed this with real human participants. People who consumed vinegar daily for 12 weeks showed significantly lower belly fat measurements.
Their waist circumference dropped measurably, and their blood triglycerides improved significantly over time. This was a controlled study with documented results, not an internet health trend. This is peer-reviewed science, and the results were both consistent and repeatable independently. Now let us talk about cinnamon, because most people wildly underestimate this humble spice. Cinnamon is one of the most powerful natural insulin sensitizers ever scientifically studied, seriously. It contains active compounds called cinnamaldehyde and chromium that literally mimic insulin in the body. These compounds help your cells absorb sugar far more efficiently than they normally would. Your blood sugar stays dramatically more stable throughout the entire day when you use cinnamon. Stable blood sugar means far less excess glucose available to be converted into fat. Cinnamon also carries potent anti-inflammatory properties that directly address belly fat at its root.
Even a small daily amount has been shown to reduce fasting blood sugar consistently. Over weeks and months, this adds up to a genuinely meaningful metabolic shift inside you. Think of cinnamon as your daily insurance policy against blood sugar chaos and fat storage. Now, if you're brave enough to add cayenne pepper, here is what happens inside. Cayenne contains a powerful compound called capsaicin that is the key active ingredient here. Capsaicin is what scientists call a thermogenic compound, and this is critically important to understand. Thermogenic means it literally raises your body temperature slightly above its normal baseline level daily. Your body then has to burn additional calories just to cool itself back down again. This is passive calorie burning, happening automatically without any extra effort from you whatsoever. Capsaicin also powerfully suppresses appetite and reduces levels of ghrelin, your primary hunger hormone. Studies have shown capsaicin specifically targets and reduces visceral abdominal fat over consistent time. Multiple independent studies confirm measurable reductions in belly fat even without changing diet or exercise. Adding just a tiny pinch of cayenne to your morning drink is genuinely worth it. Now here is what makes this drink so extraordinarily powerful beyond each individual ingredient. The magic is in the combination and the precise timing of when you consume it. When these ingredients are combined and consumed first thing on an empty stomach, something special happens. Your cortisol is naturally high at this moment, which is both a risk and opportunity. The lemon and apple cider vinegar immediately begin lowering inflammation and improving your insulin response. Cinnamon starts stabilizing your blood sugar before you have even eaten your first meal. This means your breakfast will produce a significantly smaller insulin spike than it otherwise would. The warm water has already activated your digestion and begun flushing your lymphatic system gently. And the cayenne has switched on thermogenesis, meaning your body is now actively generating heat. All of this happens in the first 10 minutes after you wake up every morning. You are literally reprogramming your body's entire hormonal environment before the day has even started. Instead of defaulting into fat storage mode, your body shifts into an active fat burning mode. That metabolic shift, done consistently every morning, compounds over time in genuinely life-changing ways. Let me be completely honest with you, because honesty is the foundation of real health advice. This drink alone will not undo a diet built entirely on processed junk food daily. It is not going to replace the irreplaceable value of quality sleep every single night. It is not going to substitute for movement and physical activity in your daily routine. What this drink does is remove the invisible hormonal barriers blocking your body from burning fat. Think of it as unlocking a door that has quietly been holding your progress back.
You still have to make the choice every day to walk through that door yourself. The people who see the most dramatic results pair this drink with basic healthy habits. Sleeping 7 to 8 hours every night is the single most powerful metabolic reset available. Eating whole, real, unprocessed foods the majority of the time supports everything this drink starts. Moving your body daily, even if it is just a 30-minute walk outside, helps enormously. When this morning drink becomes part of that foundation, the results can be genuinely dramatic and lasting. Now, there is one more critical point that almost nobody in the health space ever addresses. Consistency is the single most important factor that determines whether this works for you or not. Your body does not transform in 3 days, no matter what anyone tries to tell you. The hormonal shifts take time to develop and stabilize across your entire metabolic system gradually. Improvements in insulin sensitivity build progressively, week after week, not overnight or in one session. The reduction in chronic inflammation is a slow and steady process, requiring daily, consistent input. Most people who try this drink once or twice and see no immediate visible results quit. They abandon the habit before their body has even had a real chance to respond biologically. The people who stay consistent for 30 days are the ones who report the real results.
They come back and say their waist has noticeably and measurably shrunk over that period. Their energy levels throughout the day feel dramatically better and more stable than before starting. Their food cravings have dropped significantly, and late-night snacking has nearly disappeared entirely. Many say they actually enjoy their mornings now for the very first time in years. This is what consistency delivers, and it is available to absolutely anyone willing to show up daily. Give your body the time it biologically needs to respond and adapt to this new input. Trust the process, because the science behind every single ingredient in this drink is genuinely real. The results being reported by consistent users around the world are equally real and documented. You just have to show up every single morning and make the drink without exception. So, here is your simple action plan, starting from tomorrow morning when you first wake up. Before you reach for your phone, do this one small but powerful thing for yourself. Before you make your coffee or eat anything, take just 5 intentional minutes for this drink. Fill a glass with warm, not cold and not hot, but warm, comfortable water first. Squeeze the fresh juice of half a real lemon directly into that warm water now. Add exactly half a teaspoon of raw, unfiltered apple cider vinegar to the glass, carefully. Add a small pinch of ground cinnamon and stir everything together until well combined thoroughly. If you're feeling bold and want to accelerate results, add that tiny pinch of cayenne. Stir it one more time slowly and then drink it slowly and deliberately without rushing it. Let your body receive it fully and let the ingredients begin doing their precise biological work. Do this every single morning without skipping and without making excuses for at least 30 days. Watch what begins to happen to your energy, your cravings, your waistline, and your mornings entirely. This is not magic, and it is not a miracle cure being sold to you here. This is applied nutritional science working with your body's own natural biological systems and rhythms. Your body already knows how to burn fat and regulate hormones and reduce inflammation naturally. This drink simply removes the barriers and gives your body the tools to do its job. If this helped you, please share it with someone who has been struggling with stubborn belly fat. They may have been looking for exactly this simple, science-backed answer for a very long time.